often riddled by this question. Do they cash out on the performers in their portfolio, or do they get rid of the duds first? Or will the duds actually turn into performers over a period of time? Which is the best way to actually rebalance your portfolio?
For starters, experts suggest that the first filter of rebalancing is to check the pre-decided category allocation and prune where an overweight position exists. What this means is that if someone had 30% exposure each to large, mid, and small cap funds, one should prune the category or categories which have exceeded this 30% allocation and add money to the fund which is underweight due to the market cycle. Basically, after every market cycle, the effort has to be to maintain the predefined exposure limits, add to the deficiencies, and prune from the overweight positions. This helps in having a disciplined approach to profit booking and allows the investor to stick to their financial plan. But here again, the investor wonders exactly which scheme to sell. Do you exit the performer or the non-performer? A good rule of thumb to follow is to redeem funds which are underperforming compared to their benchmark or peer group. And this goes against the approach taken by most investors. It is most commonly seen that investors have a tendency to redeem from profitable positions first. Experts caution that it is an incorrect approach. We must learn to keep our behavioral biases at bay when making these decisions. As well, investors would be well advised to go down the risk ladder to assess exit. Experts opine that when faced with a choice, investors must redeem the most risky assets if excess liquidity is required. It is a good habit to assess risk on a portfolio level and when rebalancing, ensure that this overall limit remains in your comfort zone. And here's what not to do. Avoid redeeming short-term plans and schemes which are under exit load. Investors should not redeem citing market level or in an attempt to time the market. As well, continuing with existing SIPs and redeeming lump sum is a wrong approach as well. Investors should avoid too many redemptions within the same category of schemes. The golden rule remains to avoid redeeming winners. Chop the losers first. And here too, care should be taken to ensure that underperformance is not judged on a short-term basis, because redeeming due to short-term underperformance is not advisable. Besides rebalancing, the other situations under which redemption should be considered can be emergencies or an opportunity to purchase assets or when the desired goals have been accomplished.
And investors must have patience. Too much tinkering never makes money over a long term. You must take well thought out decisions and only when necessary. And remember, always get rid of the laggards before you touch the winners in your portfolio.